gracious. Hello, everybody. Good Lord, it has been a while. A long while since I've seen you all. Well, I see nobody. I see my face in the computer screen. Maybe that's why I don't do so many of these. I am my own worst company. Hope everybody's been well. Been a long time since we chatted. I've had a very busy summer, a very busy spring, a very busy last winter. It's going to be a very busy fall. But I'm not dead, which in and of itself is a small miracle. Sitting in the house on my own, being the age that I am, a lot of the things that I'm going to start ranting and raving about these days is more on the side of like what the good old days, what happened to the good old days, And I suppose the first topic, we've covered this a couple times, but we talked about the social media ruining the world, and it's true. Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard man who is content on drinking the blood of virgins to stay young, or whatever he does. There is a precursor to social media, of course, which is the old internet smut. Got real popular in, the late 90s, I guess. As soon as you could figure out how to download a naked nudie picture of Samantha Fox without, killing the phone lines in the house. That was kind of the beginning of the end of good old analog smut. Nudie mags and peeler bars and, the mechanical pervert stuff, rather than the digital pervert stuff, It's too bad because making all your adult content digital, leading up into, the internet sites and the Instagram and then the OnlyFans. Back in the good old days, you wanted to be in a nudie mag. There were barriers to entry in that. You had to go places. You had to be on location. You had to take your photo off, your clothes off in a room full of people sitting there judging you while they took the picture, I think that left some barriers to entry that we're missing now. When you used to have to get railed by a fat hairy man just because he had a big old dong, in a hot room full of crew, sound guys, holding a mic near your pleasure cave or whatever it was, there were barriers to entry to this thing, and I think we've lost all that. Now with you can believe it or not, with a phone, a ring light, and a little phone stand, you're getting better production value than you were in the 1990s. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad because we've lost the professionalism, people. We've lost the professionalism. Chris Rock had that whole bit about keeping your daughter off the pole because the pole was a damaging place. It was also hard to get into, and it was analog, Guys were in the room with you. And now, it's just as damaging. Let's not make any mistake. The comments are terrible. And while you were able to go home after a shift on the pole, you put content up. Those comments are coming in fast and furious 24/7. On the flip side, you're reasonably attractive and willing to do things. You're making idiotic amounts of money. What has not gone down in the world is number of perverts, that's for sure. That's steadily increased. We kind of Men at this point in history have kind of left marriage to the side. A lot of them have left relationships to the side because why bother? Too much hassle for too little gain. And there is, a lack of empathy towards both sides, men and women, empathy towards each other, the willingness to work through things, and more and more women, having grown up with social media and gotten very terrible influences, are looking for not a partner, but a piggy bank, So a lot of guys now are sitting there going, what's the point? So, they just subscribe to that OnlyFans, I haven't gotten into the OnlyFans yet. I say yet because I'm slowly giving up on everything. But, I might make an OnlyFans. I think my idea is to be naked in a bathtub crying. I think that's what the women want. They don't need the sexual stimulation. They need the emotional dominance. I think that's where that is. This is going to be a real popular episode. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in the vipers. Right in the vipers. Right in the big old lenses of the vipers. This is going to be my breakout episode. Yeah. It's just sad. Smut should be non-digital. I mean, convenience is everything, right? There's something about smut being accessible everywhere at any time. It's taken the magic out of the thing. That's just one pervert's opinion.